It is 7:22. Thanks for staying with us here on Daybreak. Are you feeling pain or strain in your neck and upper back, but haven't been doing strenuous activities? It could be because you're sitting all day. While in this morning, staying a step ahead, we get tips on how to alleviate those pains.
Good morning. I'm Christine Gibbs from A Step Ahead Physiotherapy in Governor's Square. I'd like to discuss a very common problem many people face, which is sitting at a desk all day. Is one of the most damaging things you can do to your body. Blood flow to the static muscles decreases, which leads to muscle tension, tightness, fatigue, and stiffness. So these upper back and neck muscles, your hip flexors, your hamstrings, they get stuck in this position all day. So then you go to do your fun activities on the weekend, such as football, rugby, playing with the kids, swimming, running, and you get injured. You pull a hamstring, you pull a hip flexor, and people don't understand that it's not so much the fun activities on the weekend, but sitting at the desk all day that's predisposing us to getting injured on the weekend. Many patients ask what they can do to help alleviate this neck and back pain from sitting at a desk all day. If you're sitting hunched over all day, you want to strengthen everything in the back of your neck. So at home, get a towel roll and roll it up. Get on your bed or the floor and put your forehead on the towel roll. Hands behind your head, elbows relaxed. Lift up, squeeze for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is longer than you think, so count to 10 and then relax. Repeat that 10 times. Second one, arms straight out in front of you. And again, lift up, 10-second hold, 10 times. The last one, rest your arms, lift your head straight up. Do not look up or look down. You want to simply raise your head straight off, 10 seconds, 10 times. The main cause of neck and back pain is sitting at your workstation improperly. You need a workstation that fits you and a chair that fits you comfortably. So you need to have your head right over your spine, sitting upright. You want your shoulders in line with your elbow and your hips, and your arms rested comfortably on the armrests. Your hips and knees should be at 90 degrees, and your feet should be flat on the floor. If you're a bit shorter, you can just take a phone book, put it under your feet, and that way your feet aren't dangling all day. One thing with ladies, do not wear heels at work. It will shorten your calf muscles and make for calf and Achilles tension. One very important thing with the chair is make sure the back of your knees do not hit the back of the chair. So if you're shorter and you need to scoot forward, you need to get a chair that fits you or put a pillow behind you. You need to make sure that you're sitting against the back of the chair so that your back muscles can rest all day rather than working to maintain an upright posture. At the computer, make sure that you're 20 to 40 inches from the monitor and your eyes are looking at or just below the level of the top of the monitor. Your keyboard should be close so you're not reaching out too far, as should the mouse. If you frequently need to refer to documents, get a document holder to the side of the monitor or put it at an angle in front of you so you're not twisting your head. A very common mistake is to keep referencing something to the side or bending and twisting out of your chair. One other main thing is a headset for telephone use. Do not hold the telephone between your shoulder and neck. So during those breaks, every 30 minutes to an hour, I want you to do some stretches. So the first one is to stretch the back of your shoulder. So just pull your arm across in front of you, get a really good stretch to the back of your shoulder, and then you can get a tricep stretch. So behind your head, pulling down and getting a stretch through your arm. And then you can drop that down and pull your leg across in front of you, get a really good stretch through your glute muscle, and then you can pull that knee up to get your low back stretch. And then for your neck, just do a side bend to one side, and then you'll do both sides, but Michelle's not going to. Neck forward to get a front of the neck, and then simply rotate your head over one side. Good. Now, occasionally if you need to stand up, or I'd like you to stand up, go ahead and stand up, and just put the back of your foot, or top of your foot on the chair, and then get a front of the quad stretch. So just lean forward a little bit, get the legs stretched out, and then if you push the chair back a little bit, you'll get a good hip flexor stretch. And then turn around, put your heel on the chair, and stretch your hamstring. So those are just some simple exercises that you can do. Now we went through them very quickly. Hold them for 30 seconds, and you can do one at a time if that's all you have time for. These tips should help you alleviate neck and back pain. Tune in next month to continue staying a step ahead.
Here share some other tips to avoid prolonged sitting. You set a timer to stand up in intervals of 30 minutes or 1 hour. Have meetings standing up. Get up to speak with coworkers instead of calling or sending an email. And if you'd like to get in contact with Christine or the team at A Step Ahead Physiotherapy, you can give them a call at 745-ASAP. That's 745-2727. You can also send them an email to info@astepaheadphysio.com. They also have a website you could visit as well. That's www.stepaheadphysio.com. Or you could simply drop by their offices at Governor Square. And be sure to tune in for next month's Physio Tips. Staying a Step Ahead airs the last Wednesday of every month. Are you trying to eat away your problems and losing control? Help is available. We'll have that next on Inner Peace. Daybreak will be back in 2 minutes.